high-ranking Notre Dame travels to Chapel Hill, North Carolina for an intersectional contest with the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. This will be the 7th game between the Tar Heels and the Fighting Irish in as many years. The series began back in 1949, and North Carolina is still looking for its first win against Notre Dame. The Tar Heels take the field as definite underdogs. North Carolina has won but 2 of its 7 games to date. However, it should be pointed out that the Carolinians lost by only 1 touchdown to Oklahoma, currently the nation's #1 team. Here with 7-year-old son Ronnie is the great Charlie Justice, all-time holder of all records offensively at the University of North Carolina, the famous Choo-Choo. And now Notre Dame takes the field with a commendable 6-1 log. The Irish are rated 4th best in the country, and only a loss to Michigan State mars their record. Notre Dame head coach Terry Brennan is welcomed to Chapel Hill by Carolina head coach George Barkley on the left. Barkley was the first All-America player to play for the University of North Carolina as a guard back in 1934. Irish place-kicking specialist and All-America fullback Don Schaefer tests his talented toe. He's had 15 PATs this year. And here is quarterback Horning, who'll also be available for place-kicking chores with Jim Morse holding. Carolina co-captains, number 62, Will Fry, the left end. Number 71, Roland Perdue, the right tackle, meet with number 72, Ray Lemick, the captain and right guard of Notre Dame. Carolina wins the toss of the coin, and the Tar Heels choose to receive the opening kickoff. We'll be back in just a moment with the opening kickoff. North Carolina, Notre Dame. From Kenan Memorial Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, we await the opening kickoff. Horning of Notre Dame boots it away. Awaiting it is number 35, Ken Keller. Gets the big hop and gets nowhere as he's brought down hard by Dean Studer on the Carolina 15-yard line. 1st and 10 to go. Keller gets the early call from quarterback Sasser, dives over the right side for 3. 3rd and 6 make it now on the 19. Young sophomore Sasser. Last second pitch out to Keller, and it's good for 8 yards. Lemick and Prendergast converge. 2nd and 10 on the 27. Fullback Don Lear booms over the right side for 2. Schaefer and Mency wrap him up. 3rd and 8 on the 29. Sasser tries the left side this time, and his keep is good for 4 yards. Jim Mency, underrated but fine center and linebacker, hauls them down. So they're forced to punt on 4th and 6 on the 33. It's co-captain Will Fry booting it away, and on the fly, Dean Studer grabs it. Running sidewise to the 30-yard line, he digs away, cutting back up the sidelines, and brings it back 14 yards to the Notre Dame 46-yard line. 1st and 10 to go for the Irish. Horning the quarterback. Cutting back inside left tackle and wrapped up by Eddie Sutton, number 30, after a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 on the Carolina 47. Don Schaefer breaking away. The 40, the 35, the 30, the 20, and little Buddy Sasser brings him down at long last on the 8-yard line. 1st and goal to go for the Irish. After a single fake, the handoff to Studer to the 1-yard line where Sutton and Jack Maltsby bring him down. 2nd and goal to go. Whose number to be called? It's 17 on a quick opener. Dive tackle play. Jim Morse for a touchdown. Notre Dame, his 4th of the year, and the Irish lead 6-0 over the Carolinians. Horning to attempt the conversion with scorer Morse holding. It's good. Notre Dame 7, North Carolina nothing. The kickoff chore again goes to Paul Horning. Watch Ken Keller, number 35, on this play. He grabs it off on the 9. Gets good blocking, finds an opening, picks up another man along the sidelines, but trips over another man and brings it back to the 35-yard line. Make it 2nd and 7 on the 38 coming up. Sasser, the quarterback. Sutton bullying to the Irish 49-yard line. Studer gets him, but it's a 13-yard gain for the Tar Heels. Make it 2nd and 10 on the 49. Irish leading 7-0. Sideline near to the left. Sasser, faking nicely, keeps for 5. George Nakula substituting for the injured Bob Gatiss. Number 77, Nakula, stops him. 3rd and 5 on the 44. Sasser back to throw. A little bit beyond the left flat. It's slightly deflected, but complete to Eddie Sutton. However, after this play, North Carolina decides to play it safe. With 4th and 1 on the 40-yard line of Notre Dame, they're going to punt. Fry aims toward the coffin corner. It is out of bounds on the Notre Dame 17-yard line, slightly short. So the Irish have possession. It's a 2nd and 8 situation on the 19-yard line. Horning still calls the numbers, and the right one this time in Jim Morse for 2 yards at left tackle. Buddy Payne wrapped him up. Good block that time on Maltsby by Fitzgerald. 3rd and 6 on the 21. Jump pass, watch it, and 2 Carolinians who had a chance lose it. Keller, 35, and Stupnitsky, 52. It's a 4th and 6 on the 21, so Notre Dame is forced to punt. Horning barely gets it away. Waiting for it, that ever-present Ken Keller. Looks for his hole and decides to fly for it. Up to the 40. Midfield, down to the Irish 40. And finally dumped by the punter himself, Horning, on the Notre Dame 37-yard line. It's now 3rd and 10 on the 37. Sasser has to go to the air. Slightly wobbly, it is complete with wonderful fingertip control by the receiver Ed Sutton on the Irish 4. But Carolina is detected offsides. Nullify the play and penalize the Tar Heels 5 yards. 4th and 15 on the 43-yard line. The thrill is gone. Fry back to punt. Aiming toward the corner again, but it stays in bounds. Jim Morse grabs it on the hop, gets away from one, but not the second man, and it's only a 4-yard run back to the 11-yard line. Coleman brought him down. 1st and 10 on the 11. Notre Dame leading 7-0 over North Carolina. Dean Studer trying to turn right end, trips and falls after a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 on the 14, Irish own territory. Same play. Studer buries his head into the opposition and gains 5 this time. Livesey stopped him. 1st and 10 on the 23. Good pacing on this rollout play. Watch Horning. Good extra effort for 10 yards, but Notre Dame is seen holding on the play and push them back 15 yards to the 9-yard line where it's 1st and 25 with Cook now the quarterback for the Irish. The Texas youngster decides to keep, rolling out for 5 and stopped by Kenny Keller. 3rd and 17 on the 17. Fitzgerald, substituting for the slightly injured Don Schaefer, cuts back for 9 yards. 4th and 8 on the 26. So it's a punt. Larry Cook, kind of a line drive kick, but a lot of good roll, and stopping dead on the North Carolina 21-yard line as the first quarter comes to an end with Notre Dame leading the home folks of North Carolina 7-0. We pick up action 2nd and 8 on the 22 for North Carolina. Temple, the right halfback, almost lost the pitch out. Biseglia drops him for a 1-yard loss. 3rd and 8 on the 21. Howie Williams, the left halfback, number 45, gets a good opening on a crossbuck and picks up 15 yards where Studer and Biseglia bring him down. But North Carolina had a back in motion, and they're penalized. Next play situation is 3rd 14 on the 16. Wally Vale gets a bad pass from center on this quick kick, but this is one of the kicks of the year. Over the head of Paul Horning, with carry and roll, it nets 76 yards by Wally Vale. So the Irish take over, and after one play, it's 2nd and 12 on the 6. Notre Dame leading 7-0. Horning, the quarterback. Pitch out, Dean Studer. Blocker, Fitzgerald. And the tackler is Jim Jones from behind, but a gain of 8 yards. 3rd and 4 on the 14. Horning diagnoses the defense, decides to keep. And a good decision for 8 yards. Payne and Maltsby bring him down. But it's 1st and 10 on the 23. Here's the famous Miami drive and belly series with Jim Morse for Notre Dame carrying for 9 yards. 2nd and 1 on the 33. Senior Fitzgerald cuts back and falls to the Irish 39. It's a 1st and 10, and along the sidelines, George Barkley decides to talk things over with his key back, number 35, Kenny Keller. He sends him into the game on this 1st and 10 situation on the 39-yard line. Fitzgerald decides to run for it. Can find a receiver over lateral, and Keller on the alert drops him. 1 yard loss. 4th and 8 on the 41. Next play situation. Horning and punt formation. Almost blocked by the onrushing end. Versatile Keller waits for it on the Carolina 14. Up to the 20. The 25. Good block on Morris. 30. 35. And a net pickup of 32 yards on the play. Tripped up by his own man, Billy Coleman. It's 2nd and 10 on the 46. Sasser actually makes a draw play on a fake pass and runs for 13 yards where he's stopped by Jim Morse. Now here's a key pitch out from Sasser to Kenny Keller. Skirting his own right end, he gets away from Fitzgerald and gets down to the 29-yard line. Now wait a minute. This is an official's timeout. But what for? Uh-oh. Rover has decided to come over, and he won't move. It's sunshiny and warm in North Carolina today, and Rover Boy is taking full advantage of it. Finally, they get him off. 2nd and 8 on the 26. Sasser can't pass. Decides to run. And it's good for 9 yards. He runs into the waiting arms of Dick Fitzgerald. 2nd and 10 on the 17 on this next play situation. Good ground level pickup by Telra here. Sasser handling, pitching out to Ed Sutton. Around end he turns to the Notre Dame 6, and he's nabbed by Paul Horning. So Terry Brennan, the mentor, decides that now's the time for a little strategy. The next play situation is 3rd and goal on the 7-yard line. The opposition usually plays its best against the Irish. Sasser jumps, throws, good. Touchdown to Charlie Robinson, the right end. And the Tar Heels draw close, 6-7. Over the heads of Fitzgerald and Studer that time as we replay it from ground level. Sasser back, good protection, good timing, and on the leap, touchdown pass to Robinson again. Keller to do the converting. What doesn't this man do? It's good, and the score is tied. Notre Dame 7, North Carolina 7, and the first half comes to an end. Gene Kelly again back at Keenan Memorial Stadium at Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Well, the Irish have been held to a 7-7 tie at halftime by host North Carolina. Here's Big George Stevnitsky kicking off for the Tar Heels. Morse, who's been on the receiving end most of the day with Studer, grabs it this time, and number 17 legs it 22 yards up to the Irish's own 27-yard line where he runs into his own man. 1st and 10 on the 27. Horning the quarterback. Nice faking here with Don Schaefer back in the starting lineup, picking up 3. 2nd and 7 on the 30. Wispy Don adds 2 more. Wally Vale, the fine punter, brings him down. 4th and 5 on the 32. Horning forced to punt. Safety man is Ed Sutton, number 30. Good one by Horning. Barely inside the sideline stripe. Sutton gets away from it, but not Notre Dame's John McMullen. It's a 7-yard return to his own 32. 1st and 10. Keller, one of the outstanding backs on the field today, bucks for 3. 2nd and 7 on the 35. This next play is very important to both teams. A last-second pitch out from Sasser to Wally Vale. Baylor is wrapped up hard by Schaefer and Dean Studer, but on the play, Captain Lemick is injured for Notre Dame, as is Vail. Both these players had bad knees last year. Number 72 down there is Lemick, who didn't start some of the games this year because of that game left leg. It's an important loss to both teams. 4th and 6 on the 36, Fry back in punt formation. Not too good. From the 36, it's out of bounds on the Notre Dame 34-yard line. After one play, the Irish have it 3rd and 9 on the 35. Score tied 7-7. Dino Studer takes a deep pitch out. And this pitch and pass play works for one of the rare times this year for the Irish as he hits Jimmy Morse for 18 yards. Sasser made the tackle in the secondary on the Carolina 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Mixing his plays well, Horning calls Morse's number, and on this crossbuck, Jim gains 9. Hap Setzer, number 88, made the tackle. 2nd and 12 on the 37. Really mixing them up now. Fullback Schaefer slants off left tackle for 4. 3rd and 8 on the 33. Note that flag going down that time. As Schaefer drove over left tackle for 4, was hit by Payne. After the penalty, 4th and 4 on the 29. Here's a big play. Horning pitching out to Studer again. He finds Morse, and it's good for the 2nd time in a row. Down to the Tar Heel 14-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 14. Horning sneaks through for 5. 2nd and 5 on the 9-yard line as the shadows begin to fall on Chapel Hill. But it's a big ball game, and it's deadlocked. On a beautiful bit of fakery that time from Horning to Studer. It's Studer for 3 at right tackle. Sasser made the stop. 3rd and 2 on the 6-yard line. Studer sweeps this time and gets 2 more, and it's Sasser again for the tackle. 1st down and goal to go on the Carolina 4. Horning rolling out slightly, bucks over for a touchdown, his 4th of the year, and Notre Dame leads determined North Carolina 13-7. This time with Schaefer in the ball game, Don will attempt the conversion. It's good, and it's his 17th of the year, and the Irish lead 14-7 over North Carolina. Note the scoreboard saying guests. It's reserve Ed Sullivan kicking off for the Irish. Waiting for it, you guessed it, Ken Keller. He takes the high hopper and starts legging it. Grabbing it on his 6, he brings it back 22 yards to his own 28-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 28. Ed Sutton, the halfback, grabs but fumbles. And alertly, a substitute left tackle Joe Bossy pounces on it on the Carolina 28 for Notre Dame. Barkley realizes his club is still very much in the ball game as he parcels in 4 substitutions. Cook is the quarterback on the play coming up. Irish ball, 2nd and 15 on the 33-yard line. It's Bob Ward turning his own right end for 14 yards. And that man Sasser is there to make a good knee-high stop. 1st and 10 on the 16. Cook the quarterback. Ward the ball carrier. Through the middle he goes to the 1-yard line. Will Fry stops him. The Irish are thrown for a 1-yard loss on the next play, and so it's now 3rd and goal on the 2, with young Dick Lynch crashing into the end zone for a touchdown, his 1st in an Irish uniform. Let's go over that play again from an end zone pickup by Telrock. That's Cook, the quarterback from Ennis, Texas. Sophomore Lynch from Clinton, New Jersey is the ball carrier for the touchdown. Now to attempt the conversion is Bobby Ward. And it's good. Notre Dame 21, North Carolina 7. Now we pick up play in the 4th quarter. Carolina in possession, 1st and 10 on the 14. Sutton grabs the pitch out. Lon Carrick made the stop. But now they're forced to punt. With 4th and 5 on the 19, it's Will Fry. getting it away, and waiting for it, Bob Ward. Losing some momentum, he picks it up again. Drives up the middle behind the block and is downed on his own 40-yard line. Notre Dame ball, next play situation, 3rd and 5 on the 45, leading 21-7. Cook, the quarterback. This is the shock troop backfield right now. Cook doesn't know exactly what to do, and then desperately gets it away. However, young Giles Gaka of North Carolina is there to intercept on his own 39-yard line. After one play, it's 2nd and 10 on the 39. Sasser, the quarterback, looks for Charlie Robinson, who received a touchdown pass earlier, and it's good. Ward made the stop, a 16-yard gain. Next play situation will be 1st and 10 on the 45. That last penalty was declined. You saw the flag go down. Sasser tries the air lanes again, but alertly Larry Cook intercepts. He gets a good block, and watch this for a thrilling broken field run. Note that flag that just went down. There was a penalty coming up, but you can't deny that Cook did a brilliant job on this one, returning to his own 49. The Irish were detected clipping, and they're penalized back to their own 14-yard line. Cook decides to option to Lynch. It's good blocking and good yardage, and is run out of bounds on the 32-yard line. The Tar Heels dig in. Next play situation is 4th and 5 on the 37. Cook back to boot. This fellow is really having a field day today. His punt is excellent. It goes out on the Carolina 24-yard line. Sasser is going to be relieved by a young quarterback, a sophomore from Shamokin, Pennsylvania, Dave Reed. It's 1st and 10 on the 24. Reed can't find an opening, and Hedrick hits him hard and hauls him down, along with George Grobel, for a 5-yard deficit. 2nd and 15 on the 19. Desperate now, Reed goes to the air again. He finds young Larry Muschamp, who's hit hard by Cook on the 34, but it's a 15-yard gain. 1st and 10 on the 34. Temple gets the pitch out. Falls back. Incomplete. Interference is ruled on the Irish 49, and we'll be back in a moment with the next play. It's 2nd and 12 at midfield, and Barkley now has another sophomore combination in there. Young Reed, the quarterback, gives it the long count. Behind a good cut, he cuts loose. And on a hook pass, he finds sophomore Joe Temple, who's brought down by Larry Cook on the Notre Dame 31, a 19-yard gain. Brennan would like to do something now about his pass defense late in the ball game. 2nd and 10 on the 31. Reed back to throw again, looking toward pay dirt, but in the way is Lou Carrick, a lumbering center, 6'3", 190 pounds from Battle Creek, Michigan. And look at him go. He's home free, outrunning the opposition and even his own protection, Gene Hedrick, for his first varsity touchdown, a 76-yard TD run. The Irish lead 27-7. They fail to convert, and the score hangs on in the late moments of play. Young John McDonald is kicking off now for Notre Dame. Waiting for it is Dave Reed. He still has moments to shine as he grabs it on his 19. Strips off 1, 2, 3, 4. Scannell loses him in a headlock. And there goes Reed. Only one man in his way now, Larry Cook, but Cook holds on and brings him down. A 55-yard kickoff return by young Dave Reed. 4th and 14 on the 27, perhaps the last play of the game. The clock running out fast. Reed to find his man. No good. Intercepted in the end zone by Dick Fitzgerald for an automatic touchback, and the game ends with the Irish victorious for the 7th time this year, 27-7 over a game-determined North Carolina club. Next week, Notre Dame, Iowa, at Notre Dame, Indiana, as Brennan and Barkley congratulate each other.